At first I was a little hesitant to kind of end all my projects. Like I said, I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed and I just kind of wanted to like relax a little bit, get things kind of cleared up so I can feel a little not so overwhelmed. And oddly enough, I filmed a couple of videos now to end some projects, put some stuff into recycle, threw some stuff in the garbage, and I'm actually feeling a little bit better. And it's only been a couple of hours, so you know what? Clearly this was the right move. I'm feeling a little bit better. We got a couple more projects to end. I have a few things I have to wrap up, but we're going in the right direction. We're getting there. So any, mini, miny, mo, let's do this one. The biggest one. Let's end that one. Yeah, let's get into it. So this is going to be the finale of the self-love for 2018. Like I said, kind of with the mental health one, I'm still going to be doing mental health things kind of going forward. Just kind of to try and figure out how to do them differently. So I still believe in self-love, self-care. I think it's 100% necessary. But I just kind of want to do it in a different way. I was like, you know what? I used up some great products, took some time for like myself per se, but I think I really need to focus more on less product-y things. Maybe making more like habits or rituals per se, like focusing more on activity-based rather than product-based. So like I said, I don't really know how I'm going to plan on moving forward, but it's definitely going to be a little bit different. So let's clear these products up. We have quite a few empties. I'm really proud of it. So let's get into it. I had everything separated between what I used and what I didn't use, and now it's all kind of like mixed up. So for starters, I have my Lush stuff, and I'm still, oh, these are super cute. So the big one here was the Avojuice the Avojuice mask. There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult. This, if I had to compare it to anything, kind of reminds me of the 10-minute oatmeal mask from First Aid Beauty, the Ultra Repair one. I personally would probably, oh, clearly there was something else in here. I think I would purchase this one over that one, not just for price point, but I kind of enjoyed how this one felt on my skin. It felt almost had like it had a little bit more, I don't want to say oil in it, but it had that slip to it. So when you kind of rinsed it off, you still felt like your skin had moisture and hydration, where the oatmeal one felt more creamy, that when you rinsed it off, you kind of were just left with your base again. Or at least that's how I felt between the two masks. So I would say they're comparable, but I would probably pick the Avojuice over it. I did get this as my bring in 5 empty pots, get a free mask kind of thing, so I didn't pay for it, but I think it would be worth the $10. The only complaint I have with Lush masks is that they do expire, and they expire rather quickly. But I think that's why they're bringing out the new jelly mask line, because those still expire, but you get way more than like 2 weeks with a mask. So that was the only thing I disliked, is I use this almost like every single day, which in the middle of, well, I was gonna say in the middle of winter, but technically it was fall when I was using this, but we kind of had a rougher fall than we normally do. So it worked out conveniently for me this time, but it's not always going to work out like that. So I use this almost every single day during that period. So I was able to get through it without it going bad. But in the summer per se, or when it comes to the end of winter, when you never know when winter is really going to end, I could see potentially some of the masks going to waste. So that's my only complaint, is the expiry date, but it does look like they're doing something about it. And doing something about it, the first one I have to share is the FOMO jelly face mask. I'm not going to tip this too upside down because I do actually have some sunscreen in here from a different project. But the FOMO mask, this one was the rose one. So it's like rose and chamomile. I think it's supposed to be similar to, there's another mask and I can't remember it. I'll put the name down here, but there's another Lush mask that this seems like it's trying to be like. So I don't want to say necessarily to like replace it, but to be a more longer lasting version of it, but it is still a little bit different. One thing I will say with this one is I found it most comparable to Fresh's rose face mask, that jelly one with the little rose petals in it. The biggest difference is that this one is kind of like a jelly clay mask, where the Fresh one is pure just jelly. And kind of like my complaints with the last one, when you rinse off the Fresh rose face mask, I find that it feels like I did nothing. So it feels great when I put it on, but when the gel dries, it kind of dries down on your skin, you rinse it away, and like I said, I feel like I'm just back at square one. What I liked about the clay jelly mask is that you felt something felt different. Like your skin did feel a little bit more refreshed or a little bit more hydrated per se, but it didn't feel oily. There was no residue on it. I'm not sure if it's actually rose and clay. It has a clay kind of feel to it. So yeah, I did enjoy that one. Between the fresh face mask and the FOMO jelly mask, I had to read it really quickly. I would definitely pick this FOMO jelly mask. Hands down, for the price is way better. I found that I had a longer lasting result with it and it felt better on my skin. So sorry Fresh, I would actually pick the Lush face mask. And if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I kind of went through a period where I absolutely hated Lush. I find that, how do I put this nicely? Lush customer service is very pushy and very sales driven, that it can make me feel very uncomfortable in their stores. This was the Rudolph jelly mask. This is very similar to another product I have in here. This is the Perricombe MD Cocoa Moisture Mask. So these two masks are very, very similar. The one thing I will say is that this does have like a powdery, slightly rose hint to it, where this is like milk chocolate. So I like this mask because it's more like aromatherapy kind of for me. Like if I'm really craving chocolate, this is almost identical to the smell of like opening a fresh chocolate bar, so I like it for that. I don't find it very moisturizing, and I don't find that it does really anything for my skin. Kind of like I found that this one didn't really do much for my skin, but it did have that chocolate scent just with something else to it. I probably wouldn't repurchase either of these, even though this was on sale for like half off at Sephora, which still half off. I think it was like 50 bucks for this, and for no results and 100% pure, just like the scent of it, I wouldn't purchase either of these. And last but not least, we had the Odie Creamy Dreamy Shower Cream. So it does kind of suds up like a shower gel, just not as much, but you get more of, it's more like a froth that you get instead of suds. And you still feel nice and clean afterwards, but it kind of has like a hydrating feel to it. I absolutely love this. The scent of it, it has some chamomile in it. I'm pretty sure it has lavender, but it's not too potent. It's more just that kind of chamomile scent. Absolutely love this. It was nice during the dry weather because it didn't really strip your skin for cleansing it, but you still felt hydrated afterwards, and the scent of it is just so relaxing and so soothing. Would definitely look at purchasing the full size of this. Now we got this. This is the OPI Avojuice Sparkling Mimosa Hand and Body Lotion. This was awful. Oh, it smells so delicious. It literally smells like, it kind of smells like sparkling orange juice. I wouldn't call it mimosa, I'd call it sparkling orange juice, but it's a very hydrating cream, but it has nothing to really seal in the moisture. So it feels really great at first, and you give it a couple of minutes and it feels like you did absolutely nothing. Actually, sometimes you can feel a little bit more dried out afterwards, just because like there's nothing to keep this onto your skin. So I always found that I had to put this on and then something with some oil in it afterwards to kind of keep this down. So I ended up actually mixing oil into this one, and the oil was too thick to mix into it, and then it stuck on top. So overall, love the smell of this. The product though was a fail in my mind. We have the Sephora Mud Mask Purifying and Mattifying. This, initially I wanted to make a separate video on this because I had some feelings about it and I wanted to dive into the ingredients a little bit more. Clearly that didn't happen, so my big thoughts on this: if you actually read through the ingredients, it looks like a decent face mask. The one thing that really makes me angry about this mask, I'm reading it as if the ingredients are there, but they're not. The one thing I really hate about this is the amount of fragrance they put in here. And the weird thing is, this smells like celery in my opinion. It's like charcoal and celery for scent. So why did you scent it? I don't get it. And sadly, the amount of fragrance in here actually gave me reactions on my face. Now typically it's under my cheeks are kind of my most sensitive, along my jawline sometimes. Sometimes I'll get it around my mouth. This was one of those products that my mouth actually swelled up, my eyelids swelled up, and I actually even on my nose, on my forehead, ended up getting irritations. And I don't mean like little breakouts, like my skin was beet red, it got textured, did get some breakouts, but it almost felt like a rash per se. So I tried this a couple times, didn't work, brought it down to this was what was causing me to react, and ended up using this on my armpits and on my feet almost as like a detoxing thing. And I will say, as an armpit mask, to kind of be like, I don't want to wear deodorant, I'm just going to put on a detoxing mask, I was actually able to get away with no deodorant for a day. This actually cleansed my armpits that great. So I will say for that, I'm going to say this wasn't a complete fail, but I would not recommend this to anybody. I decluttered this. This is the Sarah Happ Confetti Lip Scrub. Oh my god. It smells freaking delicious, but is like the worst lip scrub I've ever used. This is one of those ones that you put it on, it leaves an oily residue. Actually, worse of a residue than the Glam Glow Fizzy Lip. I said last time that one kind of left a residue where I had to rinse it off with like extra face wash. I could not rinse this off with extra face wash. I would have to rinse it about twice afterwards, and one of them would have to be kind of like a scrub. So that was severely disappointing, especially for the price of this crap. Like, I hate to say it, Lush's lip scrubs are actually my favorite, which is half the reason I was upset that I disliked Lush for a long period of time there, because their lip scrubs are nice. They give you a nice scrub. They're not oily at all. They rinse off perfectly well. And I was like, okay, sweet, this looks like it's gonna be a nice dupe for it. No, don't. Save your money, don't. It smells delicious, but I don't need to wash my face 20 times just to get my lip scrub residue off. We also have a sample of the Brazilian Boom Boom cream. Like I said, this does have glitter in it. That was one of the things that kind of caught me off guard when I tried this product initially. So knowing that, this time when I used the samples, I just kind of used it on my décolleté, on my arms when they were showing, and it was nice. Definitely not a product that's worth the price, but if you wanted to treat yourself, I guess it's nice. So if you're looking at it, it's nothing special. The ingredients in it, there's nothing proven to actually help with like cellulite or tightening the skin or whatever. It's just a very tropically scented, lightly glimmery lotion. Lastly, what we've used up is the bath bomb, the Monsters Ball. I'll insert some pictures here. This one I said had a beautiful color to it when you put it in the bath, and it smelled like neroli and lime. So enjoyed that one. That one was really nice. The next one really caught me off guard. It is the Dragon's Egg Bath Bomb. Now this one I don't think I put in the project last time, but I did use it up and I wanted to make sure I got in a video somewhere. This one, it was kind of cute to look at, but it was kind of boring as well. It looked white from the outside, but if you look closer, you can actually see like the little bits of color throughout it. And initially I thought those were kind of like Pop Rocks because that's what it used to be, but they've now changed it where there's Pop Rocks and there's rice paper in it now. So if you ever used to use bath beads, I think they were called. They were like little jelly things filled with oil. It's like the capsules of those, like the jelly covering of those is what these felt like. And they were colorful and they kind of just like floated around your bathtub. But if you put them in between your fingers, they would mush. So it definitely was aesthetically pleasing, but weird. And it had a really nice citrusy scent to it. So overall, I would say this one is really fun. Both of these bath bombs I would say are a win. I'm not gonna rush out to go get more, but they would be things if I was looking to treat myself in the future, I would think about it. All right, and we have goals. I said to drink more water. It's been a while since my last update, and I'm gonna say the end of my last update to like the halfway point between now and then, I was doing really good with all my goals. So my goals were to drink more water, do daily DBT exercises, do more physical activity, try to get a sleep routine, and read more. And I was doing great. And I don't know what happened. It was like, I want to say like mid-end November, and things just went downhill. I am still drinking water, but I'm definitely drinking way more coffee than I am drinking water. I've cut down my alcohol quite a bit. My goal is to be no alcohol January. So I've actually been doing pretty good with that. I stopped DBT altogether, which is probably not a good thing. My physical activity is going great. There was a part last week, so right before Christmas, I was actually doing really good. Lost a little bit of weight, was feeling really good. And then I got the flu and I haven't really gotten back into it since then. My sleep routine is all over the place. I was doing so good with that one too. I was waking up at 9:30, which for me is a win. For you, it might be like, holy crap, you get up so late. But I was doing so good. I was going to bed at a regular time. And then John, our schedule, because John gets holidays off, but our holidays were in the middle of a work week per se. So yeah, everything just got screwed up. And reading, I don't think I've touched a book in a couple of weeks. My sister sent me a book for my birthday and I have all the intention of reading it. It just hasn't happened yet. Yeah, I was reading my notes off of the bath bomb wrapper. So that was everything I used up. That's an update on my goals. And now we're gonna kind of go through it quickly. The products I have left over in this project, which are just gonna go back in my cupboard. We have the Darphan Aromatic Purifying Balm. At first I was like, the girl who sold me this was like, oh, it'll get rid of like all your acne and your breakouts. Just use it every single day till it's gone and you only have to use it like once a week after that. Yeah, clearly, like, this is getting rid of all my breakouts, like all of them. I read the ingredients on this and it's literally just solidified oil. So it's like tea tree oil. I think there's like peppermint oil or something. Like, don't quote me on that, but it literally is just solid oil. It smells really nice. It smells like it should be purifying. It's just, it didn't do it. It's kind of nice to like put on your temples or put underneath your nose when you just kind of want like that nice clean scent in that purifying way. Like, it does smell like tea tree and all that. On to something that I used a couple of times and then completely forgot about. I actually lost it for a while. The Star Nails Cuticle Oil and Mango. Still think that smells like Starburst. Absolutely delicious. One of my favorite scents from Lush, we have the Rose Jam Shower Gel. A really nice shower gel. It is one of those ones that gets sudsy. It's not one of those frothy ones, but love the scent of this. For something called Rose Jam, it's very sweet, very not as potently florally as you think it would be. We have the NARS Skinn Aqua Gel Luminous Mask. I should look into this if this has fragrance in it, because it has a weird scent to it. It almost feels like it's trying to smell like something, but then it kind of doesn't. Oddly enough, I kind of like this. It is 100% for hydration, not for moisture. So it'll put the water back in your face, not the oil. So you still have to put something with oil on your skin afterwards to lock it in. This I have been going through really good. This is the Skinn Hydro Vital Serum. I am down to about here and here. And we were at that red line there. So that's going to be gone early next year. The Amika mask, I had this much left in it, and now I don't really know how much I have, because it's, you can see I've hit the bottom on some of it and I haven't hit it on other places. This is definitely better for color treated or chemically treated hair, not the best for regular hair, but we only got that much left. We might as well use it up. But yeah, if you have normal hair that you just need hydration, it's not the Triple RX mask. Don't do that one. And no, I didn't buy it for my natural hair. I bought it when I did have chemically treated hair. We're just trying to use it up now. Two less products. We have the Shiseido Ultra Sun Protection Spray. I ended up putting something else in here with it too, which was a bad idea. It was another sunscreen. I think it was the Josie Maran sunscreen. Don't quote me on that. But it just made it kind of weird now when I spray it out. But yeah, I still don't enjoy this from the amount of alcohol in it, but I want to use it up because I am a sunscreen person. And then, oh, this is going to be gone one day. The Glam Glow Pout Mud Wet Lip Balm Treatment. Yeah, so we were about here last time, and I'm going to say we're about like here. I don't know. I will say, for the amount of product you get, this does last a really freaking long time. So this is moving over into a project next year because I am going to hit the bottom of this. This is one thing I am severely determined on, is to finish this. It's going to happen. So that is my long ass update. Yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing more self-care things next year, just in a different style of this. So thank you for checking in. Thank you for some of your encouraging words. Oh my God, there's 2 more products that okay. Product that I used up, we have the Better Than Sex mascara. I actually really like this mascara. I hate the name of it. I don't think it's better than the Bad Gal, nope, not Bad Gal Bang. The Bang mascara? Crap. The newest one. I don't think it's better than that one, but it was really nice. I don't like this. This is the Paul Mitchell Blonde Forever Blonde Dramatic Repair Keraactive Damage Recovery. Oh, that's all it says. It's like a leave-in conditioner kind of spray. This smells chemically, like, yeah, like pure chemically. It smells like conditioner and chemical. So hate the smell of this, hate using this. We're gonna use it up though, so determined on that too. Now survey the area. That is everything. Okay, that's everything in my update. Now this is way longer than it needs to be. Thank you for checking in with me. I will see you hopefully in my next self-care update. Hopefully it's good. It's gonna be good. It will be good. Hopefully I'll see you there then. I'm just gonna go. Bye guys.